Please put your hands together for Dave Columbo. Get up for Dave! Let him hear it!
Yeah! Yeah, motherfuckers! No, it's not me. I'm sorry. Let's party as hard as we can within CDC guidelines. Let's do that. Best joke I have. Hi, everybody. We doing good? Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it. My name is Dave. My pronouns are he and him. And my adjectives are white and apologetic. Have a good night, everybody. Wouldn't that be great? That's what straight white men should do for the next 200 years. Just like, hello and goodbye. We're leaving. We're gone. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Here's the thing about the white guilt. Let me tell you. It creeps in and then jumps out at you when you least expect it. Like, I was walking back to my car last year, and it was snowing, and I saw that someone wrote Black Lives Matter in my front windshield in the snow. And I was like, yes, I agree. But now everybody has to watch me wipe it off. That's where I'm at. Straight white guys, we think we're the victims now. Have you noticed this? Have you seen this? We're all like, you think it's fair that we're the villains in all the movies? It's like, yeah, we're also the villains in real life, too. Have you noticed? You have to do it that way. You can't make the next Bond villain a trans Hispanic woman. The audience would be on her side. Well, she's got some good ideas. Maybe she should rule the world. That's how you gotta do it. There is still one group, though, who it is totally okay to make fun of, even in this wonderful progressive time that we're living in, and that is bald guys. Nobody cares. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, nobody is changing their vocabulary to empower me. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, you're not bald. Your forehead is living its truth. I notice people stare up at my hairline, like in the middle of what hairline? I know, but like in the middle of the conversation, I just see their eyes go up, like they think it's like the opposite of cleavage, you know? I gotta be like, hey, down here, mister. We should just start selling ad space on our forehead. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be great? Like, you lost your hair, but you got a sponsorship, you know? I'll even say the tagline. I don't give a fuck. Like, hey, you know what won't recede? The great taste of Pringles. I'll do it. I have no dignity. I do some acting, and it's fun to go bald as an actor because as my hair gets further from my forehead, the roles that I get cast in get further from the plot. When I had hair, I would get lines like, are you ready to fall in love? But now it's like, are you ready to order? And I studied theater in college, which means I have great breath control when I ask my dad for money. That's the best joke you're gonna hear all night, guys. Theater majors are very sad about that joke. My dad. I love my dad. My dad is like, he's from Long Island. He's aggressively Italian. He is the stereotype. Walks into a room like, hey, what are we doing? It's like, Jesus, like, even Scorsese would be like, tone it down a little bit. Like, you know, it's not that much. And he does. He talks in vowels. He's straight. He's like, hey, E, I, O, you. Like, it's, you know when you're playing Scrabble and you have like 5 E's and 2 O's, you're like, there's nothing I can do with this? My dad would be like, no, you got like 30 words there. What are you talking about? Like, you won. What are you talking about? My dad, it's weird because he's also a therapist. Who's going to him? What is a session with my dad like? No, you got a real nice psyche. It'd be a shame if something happened to him. Like, what? How does that even go? You know, that's why, like, because my dad is a therapist, so that's why I don't think I can ever go to therapy, because I know firsthand they do not keep your sessions private. You guys tensed up. It's true. Any excuse, like I'd be like, Dad, the dishwasher's not working. He's like, well, speaking of broken. I'm like, no, Dad, I don't need to hear that. But it's great to be here doing the TikTok show. I love this thing. You ever just lose a whole goddamn day on TikTok? You guys ever just like it was some older people, they're like now, and the younger people are like, I don't have it yet. But yeah, I think that the internet is like the new alcoholism. Because I'll just be like, don't worry, I'm just gonna send one email, and then I black out, and I wake up on a YouTube video of the top 10 worst Boston accents in movie history. Like, how did that happen? Because I need my computer to do this, to write jokes, and then my computer is also keeping me from being productive. That would be like going to a gym that's made of dark chocolate. My friend was an asshole. He goes, dude, Charles Dickens wrote 15 novels. What a work ethic. And I'm like, yeah, it helped that his typewriter wasn't also porn. Because let's be honest, how far would he have gotten? If he was like, it was the best of times. Is everybody gone? I don't know what porn was called back then. Loose corsets. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever porn was back then. A Tale of Two Titties. That's a great joke. That's a great joke. I know who reads. If you laugh at that, I know you read. That's great. We're having fun. Ladies, this is just for the guys. Don't worry about this for that. Guys, you know when you're watching porn, do you guys watch with like sound on anymore? Like it's always the same. Like they haven't done anything new with dirty talk. I just keep the sound off because I'm just like, this is wasted time. How about you just replace dirty talk in porn and you just teach me a thing instead? Wouldn't that be great, guys? How smart would you be if every time you watched a porn, you learned something new? She's just right in the middle of it, just like, oh yeah, give it to me, like the Romans gave us the aqueduct. Something like that. I'm getting older. I know I'm getting older because I still watch porn, but now I correct the grammar. Next time you're on Pornhub, check out the comments section. You'll see my contribution. Lucky guy picks between 3 sluts. I think you mean among 3 sluts. His dick is dangling, but so is that participle. Am I right? Am I right? Teachers, give it up for teachers doing this. I'm getting old. Like that's the other way I know that I'm getting old is like I just don't know what the kids are talking about anymore. Like anyone under 20, they're just like Timothy Chalamet, Squid Game, I'm a snack meal, bet. I'm over here winging it. Well, I hope you get your deposit back. I'm dating somebody now. It's nice because at my age, I know what I'm looking for in a woman now. Like in my teens, I was a boob guy. In my 20s, I was an ass man. Now in my 30s, I have this fetish for women who won't turn my sister against me. That is my sister laughing harder than everybody else. She knows the struggle. I didn't know how to talk to people. When I was single, like I would just like flirt and then bail. You know, I was like, what are you drinking? What? I didn't say anything. Like it's just like real quick. But now I'm with somebody and it's great. I love being in a relationship because it's just like dating in your 30s is so different than dating in your 20s. It's sad. Because you've had some life experience, you've been around, you've screwed up. So really like a date with somebody in your 30s, it becomes like war stories. Like who's gotten hurt and hurt the most? Like you're trying to one up each other. Like, well, because of you found out your ex was gay? Cool. My ex beat cancer, but still said loving me is the hardest thing she's ever done. So. Not for nothing. Because really, you're just warning the other person, here's who I am, it's not good. Like, that's what you're doing. In your 20s, a date is like a beer commercial. It's like, where's the night gonna take us? In your 30s, it's like a drug commercial. Hey, Dave may not be right for you. Exposure can cause dizziness, dry mouth, or nausea. He fears commitment, so don't date Dave if you're pregnant or plan to become pregnant. But I love New York. I love being here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's disgusting. It's gross. We got to stay positive. The rolling Gatorade bottle of pee is half full. They call it the city that never sleeps, even though there's people passed out everywhere. It's like, And they're always like, when are you a New Yorker? When are you a New Yorker? Like, no, you're never a New Yorker. Like, not until you fuck a Ninja Turtle. It's like, okay, Jesus. Like, here's the thing. I think you're a New Yorker when you start calling the bodegas by their name. Like, honey, we need some milk. Should I go to Cigarettes, Coffee, ATM? No, you're right. The prices are better at Deli Lotto Smoke. You're right. Right. But there's something honest about that, isn't there? Like, no screwing around. Here is what's inside, you know? If people were named like that, dating would be so much easier. You're just like, anxiety, bipolar, OCD? Hi. Mama's boy, night terrors, psoriasis. It's good to meet you. I've been Dave Columbo. Enjoy the rest of the night, guys.